going on, everybody? We are
Welcome.
live.
Yes, we are live. We on time. We are on time.
Look, do we need to put the one in the chat?
Put the one in the chat if you can hear
That's how we
us.
start off every episode. Put the one in the chat if you can hear.
Yes. Okay. All right. Welcome back for another episode of Failure to Communicate.
Yeah, we're on episode number 3.
We are. We made it, sir.
Absolutely. Give me my
I'm
little
trying
dap.
to.
Give me my, you know.
Little dirty deacon.
Yeah, you would not call it the dirty
The
deacon.
dirty deacon. Is
Yo,
that
I'm
what it
excited
is?
about today's title.
I am too.
Yeah.
It is called "You're My Little Secret."
Uh-oh. What's the secret in the room? What's the secret in the room?
What
But
is the secret
let's
in the room?
formally introduce ourselves. My wonderful half of Failure to Communicate is
I
Miss
am.
Joy M. Hutton.
That's right. I am Joy M. Hutton, and you are, sir.
Well, you introduced me. I
Oh.
introduced you. Give me a little razzle
My
dazzle.
bad.
You know.
This is Jay Bradley, y'all.
You know, I don't like the way you say my name. I don't like that.
If you're joining us, let us know you're here in the room. Let us know you're here. I'm trying to let the people know on Failure to Communicate that we're here.
Okay.
Good. They're like, oh, they're actually on time today.
We are on time today. We got
listen,
technical issues
the
squared away.
struggle
Was real. Was real. But today, won't he do it?
Yes.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will. Won't he will. Hey, Tarika. She said she didn't get her notifications. See? That's the problem. Some people didn't get their notifications. That's okay. You got to turn on the bell. Make sure you get that bell. Hit the bell. Only one Sasha.
There you go. I love it.
Hello. Hey, Mommy. Welcome. All right. So we were just talking about, we're back here for a third episode. Okay. So, guys, didn't you have a revelation after the last episode, Jay? What did you find out about what I said about the libido?
So I did a poll. This is Guy's perspective. So if you don't like it, turn off the channel. This is Guy's perspective. Unfollow. Man, I love. Thank you for him for making that song.
Toby
Unfollow
and
me.
Wigway.
Look, I went to his concert too. It was amazing.
Yeah. Focus, Jay.
Yeah. So the libido conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The post 30s getting into the 40s conversation. I did a poll on my IG. And I think it was 86% of women said it's off the charts compared to how it was previously.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to let my guys know this.
So they can stop messing with them younger women. Get you an older woman.
Maybe not the younger woman, man.
It ain't it. Get you an older woman because,
I feel like each one has to teach one. And it's my job to take information that I learned and share with the community so that they use it as in a positive way. In a positive way. Don't hang out of the 30-year-old clubs and you're 25 years old trying to catch somebody on a libido run.
Right. My mom said needs more light. Listen, we gonna figure this light out one day, okay? Jay looks good. I see you with your chocolate, I see.
My chocolate is always
my light's good there on my individual shot, but my light it's like a shadow over here. So we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out, guys. Listen,
this is a work in progress.
We're working it out, guys. Hey, LC. Hey, Lartisha. My beauty-ish people in the room.
So I'm excited about today's topic.
Uh-oh.
Because at the end of the day, it's really about dating in this era, mid-30s to the 40s, and hopefully by then we're married off.
And 50s. We can't leave our 50-year-olds.
You know what, you're right.
50-plus people because,
You're right. I was thinking about my personal goals. I was like, I have to find me a wife here soon.
Yes.
I have so much to give. I have so much to give.
Do you?
I really do. I'm excited about it.
That's
man.
good.
I'm gonna be like the best husband ever. I had my first run. That was like a trial, failed, and then now it's time to do the showtime. Like I've had enough awareness of myself,
some experience and some wisdom.
Yeah, I think that with experience comes wisdom, or it should, right?
Jessica said, "Oh, y'all matching." We are matching a little bit, aren't we? A little bit.
We're actually out of uniform today.
We don't have our failure to communicate gear on.
She was asking me. She was like, "So are we going to wear our uniforms today?" I was like, "Wait a minute."
I was like, "I want to wear my clothes."
I think both of us, like for me, style is a way that I express myself.
Yeah, me too. He got me over here in a uniform.
In a whole uniform.
Black on black.
Black on black every day.
Every week. So yeah, yes. Only one Shasha said, "I'm in my 40s and I concur with Joy."
Really?
Hey, Demetria, welcome. Yeah,
I always have like older women.
Like, don't leave them out. Right. You like them young ones too.
So I feel like you're bringing up something you want to talk about. You did see me out and about with what would be considered a young tender.
You had a young tender, Jay.
Shout out to all the young tenders.
Yeah, really. Look. Brittany said your wife is next to you, clears throat. Hey, Danny, welcome.
Brittany say all of a sudden she got hairballs. That's what we're doing today? Okay.
Right.
Okay. So let's talk about it. I want to get into this episode. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, so today we're talking about, what do you think is appropriate to share about your relationship in the public on social media? And, I think it's an important topic because a lot of people... Oh, Siri thought so too.
Siri has an opinion on the show.
Right. She said, I thought so.
You know what? That may be a good episode, the part of the segment, to ask Siri the same question for the... I think we might have just...
Don't get Siri started. Uh-oh, our screen's gone.
Who?
Our logo's gone. Look, we still here with y'all, okay?
The name of the show is Failure to Communicate.
It is. So the technology. Okay, so anyway, back to what we were saying. So, the thing is, like, a lot of people overshare on social media. And it may not be oversharing to them, but some people may think it's oversharing, putting their business out there. And then if it ends catastrophically, then it's like you deleting all the pictures of that person.
So do you delete the pictures, though? That's a thing, right?
I archive.
Isn't that the same thing as Instagram? Is there a delete or is there a delete and then an archive?
Yes,
okay, so you archive.
I archive.
Is that just in case y'all get back together?
You never know.
You repopulate?
Right. You never know. So you got to archive because you might want to bring that back. You might.
I think I'll be a little bit petty. I'm like, no, if you archive me, keep me archived. Keep that same archive energy.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, I did not start. When I was dating my ex-husband, he was not on social media. He did not get a social media appearance until we were engaged.
Okay, so he had a social media account on his own.
Well, he had Facebook. I had Instagram. He didn't have Instagram, but I did not put him out there to the world for the world to see until we were.
How old is he where he didn't have Instagram?
Well, everybody doesn't do Instagram.
That's true. That's true.
People want to keep their lives private.
I'm with you on that.
Maybe.
I'm with you on that. Okay.
So I did not put him on Facebook or Instagram until we were engaged. And people were like, oh, I didn't even know you were dating anybody. I mean, we were together for a year and a half.
Okay.
And then we were engaged. Yeah, so when I was engaged, and I put that on there.
Okay.
Janet Jackson deleted that last husband from her IG. LC said, or use it as evidence.
Oh, that's horrible.
Y'all are savages.
Yeah, like
Beautiful Baby said delete. Yeah.
Y'all have me scared to date.
So what about you?
Man,
what's your social media etiquette?
I think I'm very much how you are.
Yeah.
There's on Facebook, back in the old days of Facebook,
where
you used to have the status change. I never changed mine until I got married, and then I think I just had it as single. I didn't have this complicated. I just asked for drama.
That's right.
It's complicated status was like, oh, you in a toxic relationship. They might have just, and so for me, I like to keep it private because especially, it's different dating now.
Yeah, it is different because everything's on social media already.
Not even just that.
Yeah.
But now where we personally are dating, I don't want to put pressure to some young lady that she has to now, people know that we're dating, and then there's all this extra spotlight on because of our lives, as me and business and that type of stuff.
Right.
And so I like to keep that, like my family, a little bit of that. I put a little bit of that out there, but I don't put a lot of my dating life at all.
Yeah, I'm the same way because again, it may not last. And I think of it from that perspective. It may not last, so I may not want you to be on my social media like that.
Right.
And so for me, and I'm a private person too. I'm a private person in general, but especially if you're in the early phases of dating.
Yeah.
It's just not for public. It's not for public consumption. But hey, you guys can definitely chime in. Hey, Robin, you all can definitely chime in. Let us know what you think about what do you feel is appropriate to put on social media, because I see a lot of people and you have a lot of these celebrities and artists. They're so-and-so's dating this person, and they got tattoos on the face and all that and putting it on social media. And I'm like, what if it doesn't work? Right. But I guess you take the same risk with marriage, right? because that may not be forever either. I mean, mine wasn't forever. So, and
well, here's the
but
thing
it's
about
different.
If you have a situation to where I think there needs to be a time frame of, all right, if we're together for a year, 6 months, all right, we'll do the social media thing. But in the early stages of it, in its infancy, like let's let it naturally and let's get secure in our foundation.
Is there a timeline for you? Like a year? What do you think?
I'm right about 10 years. Like right about 10
years.
Yeah, by the time we get to the next, like once Snapchat's little sister comes along, whatever. No, for me, it's marriage or not really. And I had difficulties in a relationship because she was like, well, you don't post me on your social media.
Yeah.
You're a private person too, and so and I see the social media relationships and when people break up, and they either do that,
and you know when they break up too,
right?
You know when because you're like, I don't see pictures of his girlfriend.
I was literally with one of my guys the other day,
you can always tell.
Yeah, it was a guy that was a girl that I thought was attractive, young lady, and she would always post her guy, and so I always respect somebody else's relationship.
Yeah.
And then me and one of my guys was like, man, she's kind of fly, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, she would, dude, man, I wish him the best, so forth, so on. And they were on each other's Instagram like almost every day. And then the other day I looked and I was like, oh, she sure is posting a lot of bathing suit pictures. I was like, what? Is she okay with that? Then I zoomed in, the ring was gone, and I was like, oh, snap. And then I sent it to my boy.
The evidence is there. What's somebody say about using this evidence? Exactly.
Then I sent it to my boy. He was like, nah, I think they still. And then they had like some other stuff that they did together. That page was down. And I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole.
You know it. You can see the sequence of events. And you're like, all the pictures have been deleted.
I think,
Brittany said, I'm doing an Issa Rae. He won't be posting until after the wedding. Exactly.
Right.
Shoot, y'all may not see him, but y'all see the back of his head in the pictures.
Yeah, exactly. He got a nice head.
Right, we walking down the beach and you just see the back.
Right. So I guess if you give somebody else, they'll know it's not me.
Right.
Since I got a big head. And
that's
more likely, the odds of finding another brother with the same, bow-legged with big heads is not going to.
They be like, well, that ain't Jay.
That's not Jay. That is not Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. When they break up, all the pics are gone.
I guess we had a relatively public breakup. And
we did.
I have been places with other women, and somebody come up and ask me about you in front of the other women, where is Joy? Ma'am, this little lady is obviously not Joy. Why are we having this conversation right now?
You know, because they want to know where I am.
And you know what I really wanted to say? In her skin. You want her to jump out so you can jump in. Like, just one of those things.
Just
like,
be petty.
Right.
You want to be petty, Jay?
Just because it's like you obviously see that I'm not with her.
Jay is the king.
But I always spoke hollow. I was like, you know what? I think she's traveling. She's probably somewhere under the sun. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. Jay is petty, y'all.
A little bit. I'm more of a smart butt than petty.
You petty.
I'm petty. Okay, I'll take that.
He petty.
You know me reasonably well, so I'll do it from there.
So let's see. LC Winkler said, if we are happy, why do we need to tell the whole world? We don't need validation. I absolutely agree.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Not everybody wants the best for you.
Oh, yeah.
So half of your Instagram followers or Facebook followers may be people that are waiting to hate on the low.
Yes, waiting to see you fail. Right. They're like, they gonna break up. They gonna get a divorce.
I've posted a picture of a woman before who just happened to be a friend of mine. Nothing romantic at all.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you know how many dudes are in my DM after that picture?
Like
because
trying
they
to
thought
get
that
with her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they thought that I was together. She was like, what is wrong with your Instagram? I was like, man, look, life is life,
my mama says nobody's business.
Right.
Right.
So, but here's the opposite, though, because we had a super public relationship, and then we had a super public breakup. And what was your response with that? Like, did you... Oh, I remember. You did a whole post. Did you archive that?
No.
Oh,
really?
okay.
You gonna bring up old stuff?
What happened? I just thought about it.
Bring up old stuff. Here's the thing.
I didn't put anything on. I was just like, whatever.
Here's the thing, okay?
This is my side eye. This is my whole side eye. Go ahead.
I thought we had moved past this.
Well, it happens to be the topic. I'm past it. Like it didn't really. Yeah.
I felt like I didn't say anything bad about you. I just simply said the reason we are not together is not because of my grief. It is because of reasons that are not for public consumption. So we talk about what's people's business and what's not.
Okay.
There were things that we were dealing with behind the scenes, and it was not because of my grief.
Okay.
Because I felt like this was in the moment. I felt like there was an interview you did where I felt like you were saying it was because of me grieving that we couldn't be together. Okay. And I was like, no, that ain't it. I was like, it's other stuff going on, you know. So that is, and I felt like I had to say that because I didn't want that narrative to go too far with people thinking that was the reason. Okay. So,
but my understanding could be different than yours.
Yeah, of course. You have your truth and I have mine, right? Failure to communicate.
Right, exactly. And sometimes it comes down to respecting the differences of somebody else. Like what you feel is 100% accurate to you.
Absolutely.
And you have a right to all of that. Right?
Exactly.
And then I have a right to, okay, well, for me, it was, I want to support her as a friend. And what my expectations of a relationship then wouldn't be fair.
Exactly.
So that was kind of my side of it. Right?
Yeah.
So if I don't feel like I can expect that, but I still want to support you as a friend,
right?
Then I feel like that's okay.
LC said the way her IG account is set up. Right.
you know, I never looked at, like, somebody hit me on it and I was like, look, she has a right to feel how she feels, whatever.
You know, and at the end of the day, I respected you. I still respected you to not go all the way in. I wasn't going to be petty Shabazz because I wanted to, but I was not. I was not going to go there. Okay. So, you know, I still loved you. And I was like, I'm not going to go all the way in like I want to.
How much respect? I think that's a good topic, though. How much respect does a breakup require? Like, or does it like at a certain point, is it like, okay, if you were in love with a person, then there's a certain point. Yeah. And if it was just a date or this and that, you can trash the other person on social media.
I don't think you should trash people at all. People do it though. I don't think do you think I didn't trash you?
No. I'm not saying you did.
Like, wait now.
For me,
I think people, what do they say? Hurt people. And I think that when someone is hurt, like look at all these public relationships when you have these celebrities airing their dirty laundry and going in, you know, and then next thing you know they back together.
And you can't unsay those words.
You can't. Once it's out there, it's out there. So I said, I'm going to keep this as diplomatic and respectful as possible, you know. So let's talk about social media etiquette because when I'm dating somebody.
We've had this conversation.
If I see you out here liking other people's pictures, you out here liking bikini pics over here, and I'm like, really? And then making comments. I think that's highly inappropriate. What's your social media etiquette?
For me, in general, I don't want to be, because I know certain guys.
Because you can tell who liked the photo.
Right. It's different because Facebook was different, right? Right. So there's certain guys that I know, they gonna like every woman's bikini pictures. You know, if it's got the derriere out there, they gonna like every one of those.
That's cute.
But then they're married.
Yes.
And that's so embarrassing for somebody's wife for me. I don't want to be that guy.
You gonna get it.
Yeah, no. That's definitely a foul on the play. That's a orange and red flag and dark maroon flag. Like, we need to have 2 extra flags for that. We need to put a black flag out there. Like that.
Listen, and the thing is, like, you're a man. You have eyeballs. But just look. You don't have to comment and...
Look, a beautiful woman is the most amazing thing that God ever created. I'm not going to lie.
But I'm saying,
can look with my eyes.
Look with your eyes. You don't have to comment. You don't have to like the picture. I just think it's inappropriate, especially when you're dating someone. Because I see that and I'm like, oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
I'm not even that way as a single guy not dating somebody. If I like maybe one pic, I'm not gonna go through and like doop. You know, but I think that's the social media flirt. One of my boys put me on that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm like, why is this girl liking every single
everything.
Picture? And then it's like, oh, okay, you got my attention.
Yeah.
You see the like.
And my thing is, if you're doing all that liking, then you're probably in her DMs too.
I'm not a DM guy. But there are DMs.
Saying,
yeah.
The guy. You know, so, because I told you about this guy I found out that was liking these pictures of somebody, you know, and I was like, oh, really? Okay. Then the timeline just didn't add up.
Which person that I...
We don't need to remember. Just the point is...
Say his name.
He was caught. He was caught.
So what was your reaction?
I just thought, like, really, the timeline was when me and him were talking.
Oh, so you found this out after the fact?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, really? Oh, okay. You know?
Now, did you have an inclination? How was he in public? Because usually a wandering-eyed guy is the same on social media.
He was respectful in public.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Which was surprising to me. I mean, but again, you don't know people until you know people.
Fair enough.
You know?
And I guess so what'd you end up doing in the situation, like in the relationship?
Well, that was over in 14 days anyway, so it didn't really matter.
It was a 2 weekend?
Yeah, it didn't last very long.
Oh. Well, that's she got the producer over here cracking up like.
I mean, I'm just saying.
We call him Tink Tink. Like, just like.
I'm just saying it didn't last very long, but I think But yeah, social media is a tricky thing. Was social media
a major part of it? Is that one of the
No.
reasons?
Okay. This was just This was after the fact, after we weren't even talking. But I went back and did some math.
Now, why was the math important at that point?
Carried a one because I realized that this is who you really are.
So you know that you're not gonna. Did you do any photos? Did you do social media? Did y'all in a story or nothing?
No, because it never.
So no need to archive.
14 days.
No need to archive.
14 days. The only man that has been on my social media was my ex-husband, and then you, because we doing this.
Oh, that's the only reason. That's the only reason. Really?
We doing this podcast.
I was on your social media before this podcast
because we were doing the show.
Either way, the point is, I'm on your social media, and it's only been me, your ex-husband, and your papa.
Really? And my papa. And my papa. That's it.
Fair
like enough. You say, only your mama and your daughter are on your social media.
Pretty much.
But yeah, people are not okay with us putting each other on the social media.
So do you have the conversation with each other before you post each other, or do you just?
I think you should.
Okay.
Don't be posting me on your social media because we might not be there, sir. And I actually have had someone do it, and I was like, take that down right now.
Did they take it down?
Yeah.
You gave them that whole stern, like the look and everything?
I was like, I need you to take that down right now.
Did you do the finger?
You
just did the finger. You don't like
but it wasn't in the face.
Okay.
I had it over here in my space.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So, let's see. Okay. LC said, I've heard guys say there's nothing wrong with a married man telling a woman other than his woman that she's attractive. What are your thoughts on that, Jay?
On social media, I don't think it's the place because you don't know how that's going to be perceived by somebody else. And perception is oftentimes like, I don't want my woman embarrassed by my actions. And so I always try to, if I'm in a relationship for sure, make sure that there's clear boundaries of if I'm in a post with somebody, we're not close. Like just because people take that and then you got your girl's feelings hurt. Now you got to buy flowers and all that stuff because you just. Yeah. I've literally had that happen. I've had that happen when I was in a relationship and I didn't post her, so she was like, "Oh, you posting other people?"
Right.
Like we were in a group photo.
Exactly.
And they came with the camera and did like this real quick, and I was just like,
"Yeah."
Like, what else do you do when somebody hits you with this joint? You're like. Because you don't want a bad picture out there. Yeah. You're like looking cross-eyed, and then, Jay he cross-eyed. I knew he had it.
Yeah. Okay, so what about the phases of a relationship, right? Because you got people, first of all, back to the social media thing. If someone says to me, it's just Instagram or it's just Facebook, we're done. Because that's not an excuse. Because that's your character. Because those are the type of people, when you are out in public, they are the ones with a wandering eye.
Well, where are we in the relationship? Even though that's not my thing, I still.
If you're still dating, it's a matter of respect.
Okay.
Like, look at somebody. Look at somebody if we dating and they walk by. Look. You need some help with that. You need.
What's you gonna chop me
some help with that.
The violence continues.
Choose violence every day.
I'm gonna find a battered man, a battered co-host support group.
No, but I just think it's so disrespectful.
There's violence almost on every episode. It's just
disrespectful.
We're on episode number 3, and I almost caught 3 witnesses. Y'all.
Jessica said, "Joy cutthroat." I don't play games, okay? Play games. Okay.
You don't look like a gangster, but it's that south side of Chicago.
Yes, it's in me. It's in me.
I thought it was just in traffic. But.
LC said, yes, women are savages, and if an attractive man hollers, you never know what she will do next. And then somebody said earlier that, would it be appropriate to DM that you like their pics? No, that's still a violation. It's more private, it's still bad.
It's on the
really?
cusp. Yeah, it's on the cusp. So, I wouldn't do it in a disrespectful way.
Oh, but what's a disrespectful way if you're dating somebody?
So if it's somebody that I'm not trying to holler at, like I'll say like nice profile, like keep doing your thing, sis, that type of stuff. Like I love, no, not even that. Okay.
When you think they're attractive?
No, like if they have it, like for example, like I complimented you. This is totally different. But on earlier today, really? I was like, I love the fact that the colors on our shameless plug, failure to communicate Instagram page. So I love the colors and the theme of it. So I literally DM'd a woman. She told, I don't know where she lives or anything like that, but I respect other entrepreneurs, and because it's to be consistent with social media and pushing your product, even if it's yourself out there, that takes a lot of work and the color scheme and all that stuff. I'm not good at it. So that was just me respecting another entrepreneur.
Didn't he say he wasn't a DM person?
I'm not, but the DM was.
He said he wasn't.
We were talking about taking shots, so every now and then I like to give people their flowers. I really do. By the way, you look nice today.
Thank you.
Trying to get out of this today. Right. You know, as a man, you feel yourself just like digging deeper and deeper.
Politic your way on.
Lord, let me just look, Darren. What color is this? This is taupe. Is that what this is?
You know, I'm not doing this with you. Okay, so we were gonna go into the stages of dating. So I had a man tell me he didn't say we were dating. So it's like it's dating, it's talking. Now we're hanging out. And so he never would say the words that we're dating. He would always be like, yeah, you know, we're hanging out. Hanging out.
Wait, were you looking for a commitment?
No, but we were dating. And it was like...
What's dating to you, though?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Let's talk about these different stages. I want to hear from the male perspective, because obviously he told me we were hanging out.
Exclusively?
So, yeah, well, it wasn't exclusive at that point, but I want you know...
Yeah. I think so. For me, like there's the getting to know you phase of things.
Oh, let me add that to the list too. Getting to know you, and then where you go from there.
And then there's, okay, we're talking. Like
talking.
We're talking, and then we're dating.
Okay. Where's the hanging out? Is the hanging out before talking?
That's probably the talking phase.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no intimacy in these stages.
Okay.
So. And then dating is where you can choose the intimacy, like. Intimacy is one, but the physical part of intimacy.
All right. So,
okay. Carry the one.
Carry the one. Right. Okay. I'm just
back in the day, though, it was dating, married.
Right. Ain't nobody got time for all these different dating vocabulary. Exactly, Derica. She said, I'm too old to be hanging out. What is this, high school? Right. Because I'm grown. I ain't going to be. When a man told, I was like, hanging out. I said, where they do that at? Listen, I am 40 years old. I ain't got time. And the thing is, for me, like, I definitely don't jump into relationships because I'm very intentional about that. Okay. So we don't go together just yet, you know, but I just think people be playing too much out here.
Hold on, I just read the comments. I got my glasses on today. So when your mama says I was in there deep, that means I need to get my shovel and get out of the hole. Miss Hutton, how are you today? I don't want any problems with neither one of y'all today.
Right.
Not in the mood.
Right. Elsie said hanging out is code for not wanting to commit. Exactly.
I don't think so. Elsie, let's talk about this.
Hanging out.
I feel like I need to represent. You hang out with your friends. I feel like I need to represent for the fellas on this one.
Then you go ahead. Let's hear this, lady.
Because as a man, when I take ownership of a relationship.
Yeah.
Am I still in trouble?
No. Okay, somebody say he wants to hang out, leave him hanging. Come on, Claudine.
No, I feel like as a man, and for women too, like we are so busy in our lives, I really want to get to know you before the dating phase. So I want to talk. I want to see how we resolve conflict, which is big with me. I want to see where our common threads are before I get to the dating. If the dating part, then we're committing to, all right, we're almost, if that goes well, we're in a relationship.
Right.
Right. So I'm big on, and I haven't done this in a while, I need to. I'm big on let's meet up with a Starbucks.
Yeah, keep it casual.
I don't even want to do the whole
it's okay to keep it casual at the beginning because, look, dating is expensive. I get it. For guys, listen.
Gas prices right now, I got to drive there. That's $5 right there before I even get in the door.
Do you live in my neighborhood?
Right. Like, are you what I call GU, geographically undesirable? Because
that is a thing.
That is a thing.
Listen.
Especially with you.
Wait, what?
You.
What do you mean, me?
Every time I say, hey, let's meet here, you're like, where is it? Girl, if it's more than 5 to 10 minutes for Joy, she acts like that is like she got to take a flight to get there.
Now, Jay, I don't like driving.
Obviously.
I don't like driving.
Gas prices.
This is why, because I'm like, Houston, the traffic here is crazy. My driving situation.
Right.
You know how I be raging on the road.
Right. I'm gonna just get you an Uber card with unlimited Ubers for the month, so you can cuss. She'll have zero cuss words.
Nice.
Zero cuss words.
That would be so nice. But yeah, I think, yeah, Darika said, I think coffee dates are cool at first, but after a while, I'm going to need a proper meal.
First of all, they have
Darika's a whole comedian.
Coffee houses have all kinds of snacks.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Before we're going to snack first. So, okay, fair enough. All right, I'm cool with that, Darika. We'll do this. I'm workable. So, during the getting to know you phase, we're snacking. We're happy hour. We'll do snacks.
I think people need to get a little bit more creative. You know, there are lots of things to do out there and that are inexpensive. You can meet at the park. You can meet for coffee. You can go to museums. There are a lot of different things. I don't know what happened with people, but people just lack creativity.
I think it's fun to do different stuff.
I do too. Yeah. But everybody's not like that. Yeah. You know, and don't be trying to fatten me up so you can feed me to the wolves.
Right. Well, then you ain't going nowhere.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Let me just, because I know Joy likes to eat. Right. This one man said, I know you like to eat, so.
Because you watched the show? Or because you got some more assets lately?
Maybe because I talk about food a lot. I don't know. Talk about food a lot. I mean, I am.
He was like, "Oh yeah, you like to eat."
But I'm like, man, we don't always have to eat. I mean, I do like a little meal.
You like to eat.
But what I'm saying is, we try to fatten me up so then you tell me about, you got a little extra. Right. Because you've been feeding me 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? But be creative. Let's do some activities.
If that man wants to talk to you in a language which you understand and appreciate, which is good food and good wine.
Food is my love language.
Fellas, she likes an African wine. I learned that.
I do.
Yeah.
You got a good memory.
Look.
Yes. Yeah. Somebody said, let's play golf. No coffee date. Well, you can drink tea. Ms. Jones, come on now. What do you like to do? She said, no coffee date. Don't drink it. We can do picnics.
I was just about to say that. I want to take a woman on a picnic date.
Yes, I think it's so romantic. So, yeah, be creative. Yes, people are lazy now. Netflix and chill. And see, that's the other thing. When do you let somebody come over your house?
Well, yeah, that's going to be a minute for me. That's going to be a minute for me.
Because people like, where you live? No, you don't need to know where I live.
I'll tell you the general vicinity. I'm not giving cross streets. Mm-mm.
So when do you let somebody come to your house?
It takes, I have kids, so that's different.
Yeah,
like, my house is not just my bachelor pad. Mm-hmm. My house is the home for me and my children as well.
Absolutely.
And so not only am I inviting you into my space, I'm inviting you into their space, whether they are there or not. And as a father, you're not about to get close to my kids. And that's probably the next thing. When do you talk to and introduce kids? It's going to be a hot at least 6 months. And
6 months.
If I feel like we're going to marriage, then at a certain point, yes, you can meet my kids.
Yeah.
But the next woman that my kids meet more than likely will be their new mommy.
Yeah.
This is new mommy, y'all. Get to know her well. I done already screened that she can cook. She's nice. She don't cuss too much. No,
don't wait. Why you have to look at me?
Because if you taking my kids, they can't be. I'm gonna give you one of them beep things. If we ever give you one of the beep while you in traffic, so
put
my kids don't have.
in the jar.
Yeah.
First of all, my
house
have
a whole
not
college
that
fund.
bad.
They're gonna have a whole college fund in a month.
Y'all don't be fooled.
Where y'all wanna go to Yale, Harvard?
Don't be fooled by this man over here, y'all. He a whole thug.
I'm a quiet gangster, though.
Right.
I don't talk until it's time to, okay, we about to.
Don't be fooled, y'all. He got me out here
in
these
Missouri
streets.
City, it's square business.
He got me out here in these streets. Listen, Dynasty Effect said, let's work out together. Gym date. Okay, yeah.
I like that. But ladies, I'm going to tell y'all this, though. If he is a fitness guy, make sure you are ready.
Yes.
Because that is a test.
And you can't be mad.
I've done that.
You can't be mad.
I will be.
Yeah.
I will be. I remember a young lady, sweet girl. She's like, I'll go to the gym with you. I'm like, cool. 5 minutes into the workout, she's tapping out. I'm like, all we did was Stairmaster.
Right.
And for me, since gym life is so important, I want somebody that's compatible. So at the end of the day, ladies, I'm going to give y'all some free game today. If you wants to go to the gym with you, secretly work out on your own. Get you in some Zumba classes.
So you build your stamina.
Build your stamina up. Just like how y'all do, like, if I FaceTime you, hey, I'm about to FaceTime you. Okay, y'all get in there, put the makeup on, get the hair ready, take the do-rag off. Do the same thing.
You're going to get this bodied action.
No,
you call me after. Listen, don't call me. First of all.
When we dated, I tried to FaceTime you. I was like, why you not
answer? And I said, because I'm not going to do this right now.
Exactly.
Because you didn't want to see me in my bonnet.
That is true.
Right. So that's why I was
give
like,
me that same action you give me in the
get...
streets. I don't want nobody.
Yeah.
That is true though. Cheers to that.
I'm in my mind. You like, okay, yeah, you right. Never mind. Right. So
I'm a savage sometimes. I'm sorry. Hearing
He's
it,
just rude.
it sounded good at the time, but hearing it, the replay of it sounds very savage.
Now you want to see the bonnet. Now he's nicer to me now that we're friends.
I've grown.
A work in progress.
I'm a work in progress.
So local video market said, I think women are so quick sometimes to try to label a relationship a thing and miss red flags because they're already down the aisle in their heads. Ooh, that's good.
That's deep.
You know, and that's the other thing too. I think the older we get, we want it now. We want labels. We think, and I think I said this on one of our previous episodes, just because you love someone does not mean that you are meant to be with that person.
That is true.
You know, you may not be compatible in a relationship, but you can, but you still have love for that person. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Dynasty Effects said, I hate labels, but love understanding the expectations. Expectations are huge, because people be out here not having conversations. I think so.
Like what date?
What date? I just think it should just be a natural flow of conversations. I don't like when I'm on a date and I feel like I'm being interviewed.
Okay. Fair enough.
Just like you be interviewing me on the show.
I feel like last episode.
Jamie interviewing me.
I feel like you wanted to get some things out. I learned a lot about you though. I was over here. Tell me more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and one more question.
Right. You were giving so much information though. I feel like
they wasn't here your mouth too.
Well, absolutely. I'm giving it to you now. I got all my questions out last episode.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
I got my questions out last episode.
Oh man. Let's see. All right. So what else we were talking about? So I think again, back to she said Jay is very inquisitive. Yes, he absolutely is.
I want to know everything. I'm at that point in life.
Just want to know everything.
So, ladies, men at a certain age, when we are trying to but we're trying to progress something to marriage.
No, you said it right. Skip to, because people want to skip steps.
I mean, from going from that stage, skipping to the next stage.
We want to skip right to the aisle.
Let me change the word. When we want to segue to the next stage of the relationship, then we want to hear all about you and really get to know you, because it's too late once we're in the. I don't want to break up with you in a relationship because it's something that I didn't ask enough questions, or I didn't. Because I was so, ooh, wow, she's beautiful. Yeah. Ooh, wow. And so we learn at this stage in life to ask questions rather than be so entranced by the hour. Because y'all are absolutely amazing.
I know, right?
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Even in days, is that taupe days? I don't know my colors.
Coffee.
Coffee? Y'all getting complicated. That is a drink, not a color. That is a drink, not a color. Men are like...
Or toffee.
Oh, okay. Men are like, our color wheel is...
brown, black, and gray.
Exactly. Like when I feel like, remember when you feel like you made it in elementary school and you got the big, like, 128 colors, but when you started off in pre-K with like the 8 colors, men, we are the 8 colors. Women, y'all are the 128.
In other words, what he's saying is they're very, very
simple.
Simple.
We simple.
But
simple.
Y'all make it seem like women are complicated, and that is
y'all
not
are.
the case. No, we're not.
I have this thing.
Y'all try to complicate things with your simple minds.
Okay. This is going to tick off a lot of people.
Oh boy.
But I got time today. George let me. I got about 2 minutes. So. This is my thing, and people are going to be upset with me about it, and I'm okay. I'm letting y'all know. I know the chat is about to go crazy. So I feel like men are like dogs.
I agree.
And not in the way that you think. And women are more like cats, because a dog is very simple. If you feed a dog, your dog is going to be at home. Okay? As long as the dog has somewhere to sleep, cool.
No, you open that door, the dog is gone.
You can yell at your dog, but he's going to come back when he get hungry. You can yell at your dog.
No, that's a cat.
And walk out, and then come back in, and your dog is just going to show you all kinds of love and affection. A cat, on the other hand, will get upset with you and do some gangster stuff, like pee in your favorite shoes.
Dogs do the same thing.
Not really.
Yes, they do. And
man,
dogs,
you're not supposed. I'm representing the man side. You're not supposed to.
Dogs be humping everything too. So y'all like dogs? You only want to take the good.
I said not in the
bad.
way you think.
No, but you gotta
I feel
take
like
the good
dogs
with
are
the
a lot.
bad.
A dog, when they say a man's best friend is a dog, is because dogs are very simple, and women, as beautiful as y'all are also complicated like a beautiful flower. But when y'all open up, it's a whole beautiful thing.
Y'all, I'm gonna give y'all his address.
Don't look. Come for me online. Don't show up at my door. Do not.
What you got to take the good and the bad, okay?
Look.
Jules said cats aren't loyal. They
can be.
They are. They're considered
Based-
loyal. They're
if
in the
you-
feline.
If
know.
you feed them, if you do everything right, a cat is loyal. I said what I said.
Shasha said, as a woman, I hate that you've compared men to dogs, but I get your point.
From that perspective, not from the hump and everything, and I got to pee on the water
right. See,
fountain
you
when I
don't want
pass it.
pee on everything. They mark their territories. Y'all are you right.
I don't
Y'all
know.
are like dogs.
You are taking this
know,
out of context.
No, because you can't just take the good.
No.
You got to take the good
things
with
that
the bad.
I said about dogs was the part that I was putting it together. That's it.
I got you.
See,
I got you, boo.
I said what I said, and I'm gonna stay on that. You know
All
what?
right.
I'm ready for our favorite segment.
Miss
you got
me with it.
Come on, we got the sound.
All right, we got it.
Yes. Did you go?
Miss me with
All right,
Okay,
y'all heard it?
all right,
Okay.
Miss me with it. We're gonna get our timing down.
Oh, man.
So the Miss Me With It segment, I haven't even told you what this is.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I
be
don't
upset
know.
with me.
Oh, God.
You're gonna be upset with me.
Go
So
ahead,
Kanye
Jay.
found a
Why are we talking about
lookalike
this man
because I literally had something else lined up for the Miss Me With It segment. But on my way, I was looking and I was like, oh, he found a lookalike Kim.
He did.
And he's posting her already. So it lines in with our
the
social
social
media.
media.
And I was like, we can't not do this. He just broke up with the other girl.
First of
man
all,
is going
Kanye
through
got
something.
somebody different every week.
I mean,
And again, like I was saying before, dogs will hump everything.
y'all have got the wrong part of my analogy.
No, they got the right part.
Do not use my analogy against me. That's not your mom, is
They
it?
got it. Miss Jones said, I'm tired of Kanye. Kenya, she said Kenya, but I know who you meant. No, I'm tired of Kanye too.
I am, but this is
Yeah.
so relative to today's information.
It is the social media, but the thing is about them, and this hey, we can apply this to other situations, right? How people become spiteful on social media, like I was talking about earlier. How people just be dragging each other on social media and airing their dirty laundry and flaunting their new partners, knowing you ain't healed and you just out here, and so it's like, I just think it's people need to grow up, and he is just. Kanye is sick. I don't know what to.
The producer said it, not me. He
Yeah,
said
right.
he's a
He said
Gemini.
Gemini. Yeah,
So all the
yeah.
Geminis in the house are worse than cats.
So listen, Kanye can miss me with it because I'm not here for his shenanigans. Because now he's just. I'm tired of talking. We ain't talking about Kanye no more.
Yes, okay. This will be the last episode today that we talk about Kanye. Because it's so relative though. Because like last I had a different standpoint that I actually thought about while we were doing the show, which is that Kim likes men that have certain things about them when it comes to mental health. And maybe she's the fixer personality.
Yeah.
Or maybe that she sees her same brokenness in them. Okay. And so maybe with this one, him finding somebody that looks almost exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's pretty.
I understand having a type, but her last name could be Kardashian.
It could
Like it
be.
might be. We need to do a DNA check. I think he went and found that other sister that.
Listen, at the end of the day, these folks are grown, but like I said last week, those kids are in the middle of these shenanigans, and so Daphne said, Kim somewhere singing, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby.
For real. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
though too, because I've whenever you haven't healed from your past relationship, and then you go find somebody else that you want to basically replace that person because you can't have that person, and then they are not that person. It puts so much pressure on that person to be somebody who they're not, because they physically look like that person. They will not emotionally and mentally be the same person.
Yeah.
And so it's like the bad scab.
Yep.
Right? It only covers the wound just a little bit, and then you're worse, and you got to go back through the same healing process again.
Right.
And that's where you get into the slippery slope, because then you keep trying to fill this void that only instead of healing the void, you end up trying to fix the void with something else to go over it and go over it. And it's just, I think it will end up leading to more unhappiness for them.
Yeah.
And I hate to see that.
Yeah. Elsie Winkler said, we are looking in a mirror. What we choose is what we need to solve internally. Absolutely. And Claudine said, Kim is most def a fixer and like people opposite from her, more flamboyant because she's an introvert. Right. Yeah, listen, that introversion is real, okay? I'm an introvert, even though people don't believe it, but I am. Jay says he's an introvert, but...
Really?
I'm kidding.
No,
you are an introvert. You're more of an extroverted introvert, though. I can be that in social settings, but I've definitely gone more inward in the last couple of years.
Do you feel like that's just an age thing?
No, I think it's just kind of, I think it's because of just all the things that have happened in the last year and a half. So that has caused me to go inward.
So can we talk about something?
Yeah.
And this is kind of do you think after doing the show that it's caused you to be more of an introvert?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a lot. Like somebody said on here, I think they were talking about Kim Ye, that they're attention whores. And I'm not. I think I was saying that to Elle yesterday when I was interviewing for her podcast, In Their Closet.
Yeah. Shout out to Elle.
And so I said, she's like, I don't see you out. And I said, because I don't go out a lot. The thing is, when I came off of Ready to Love, I was dealing with a family tragedy. So I didn't have time to really decompress from being on a reality show, dealing with my sister's passing, and we still in a pandemic. We were still in the thick of the pandemic. So that was a lot to process during that time. And I was like, I'm just going to stay in the house. And when I would go out, it was very triggering for me because people wanted to, hey, Joy, ready to love. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't be out here just busting out in tears in public, because I would hear a song, I would be talking to a friend. It would just be very triggering. So I was like, I'm going to stay in the house. And then I started slowly coming back out when I was okay with being in the public and things weren't so triggering for me. Okay. But I know you said like you started kind of calming down because Jay was in them streets. Calmed down a lot too.
So for work, I'm in real estate and I have events to go to, and part of it is that, and I support my agents and all the above. And so I was out, and I can cook and I love cooking. Yeah. But I don't often cook because I'm just on the go, and I will eat out most of the time, which puts me in front of people. Yeah. And it's always love, though. So I love, like, we both love the interaction with people that watch the show and this and that. And I've had some amazing conversations and met some amazing people. But at the end of the day, if you are an introvert, which I actually am, but I operate as an extrovert, then I can only do that for so long. And I'm really big about my peace. And I do not feel selfish when I stay at home and I recharge at home. Yes. I really do. And so I would just I would go out and get some food, bring it back home. I have this weird ism about the random people that aren't pizza or Chinese food just delivering my food. Like, I don't know what your car look like. I don't know if you got a dog in the back and then he's sniffing my burger, then you bring me my burger. So I don't do the delivery service. So that would be my way.
Oh,
and if you see me, it'll be at a restaurant. But I can stay in the house if I got enough food, I'll stay in the house for 3 or 4 days.
That's how I am. And people are like, have you been out? I ain't been out in 3 days, but my home is my sacred space. It's a safe haven for me. And I know I'm not going to have to deal with shenanigans when I walk out the door. So it's a safe space for me, and you create your sacred spaces.
Which creates more of a dating problem.
It does, because people are like, well, you're not going to meet anybody if you don't go out. And I tried to get back on a dating app again. Wait, how about we connected on the dating app?
Hey, we did. I think did we both swipe?
Yeah.
And then this was a while back.
Yeah.
This was when I first so I
was like, why are you on here?
Doing the same thing you try to do. I'm bored in the house, bored in the house, bored in the house. Yeah. But I do want to find that. I do want to find that the online dating is.
I had to get off the dating app. I was getting scammed by people. I was like, what is happening out here in these streets?
That's right. You had some serious
like Tinder swindlers. And I was like, first of all, you can miss me with it, because I'm not doing that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, y'all, I'm starting to get outside a little bit more, but once you had to deal with so many things publicly, then it does cause you to go inwardly. And so that's why we're talking about this today.
Is Joy in these streets?
Joy is not in these streets like that. You know, I'm just slowly getting out.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. You got any final thoughts, Jay?
No, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I always learn more about you. As long as we've been cool, like I still learn about you.
Yeah.
And it's like a half therapy session, half just getting to know you.
Getting to know you.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a duet one day.
I know.
We're gonna have to make sure we get some auto-tune.
Oh, you?
No,
me?
I'm good.
I am
I'm
too.
good. I was just looking out for you.
I used to sing back in the day. Now
I used to sing too.
I know you can
Boys
sing.
the Men and all that stuff. Cooley
I know
High
you can
Harmony was
sing.
hitting. Understand me?
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Natifa, the dating app situation, we're gonna talk about that on another episode. We want to respect you all's time. It's late. Some people over here joining from Amsterdam and wherever else. So
I love it.
they like, I woke up just for this. So,
Oh, that's love.
yeah. So I love y'all so much.
Speaking of that, I just want to tell everybody thank you. We are on our third episode.
Our third episode.
I feel like, can we cheers and it not be too loud in the mic?
I know.
You gotta.
Ting.
There you go.
Okay.
I really appreciate y'all, like the love that y'all have been giving us. My DM stuff, like people like, oh, I love the show. Thank you. Like me and my husband have been together 20 years and something y'all said and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And that's really the whole part of this is really about helping people connect with each other through some of our brokenness and some of our experiences.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we all get a chance to be a better members of this community. By the way, we never asked this.
You say you didn't drink, it's bad luck. Yeah, drinking water.
Oh, wait, come on. We got to do that and then do the eye contact thing because it's, there you go.
He's trying to have me out here bad.
Look, I don't want any problems.
But yeah, what were you saying?
But yeah, so I just appreciate everybody doing that. And then we never asked for the like thing. So y'all do the like.
Make sure you like the episode.
Yeah, so
share it.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
So the notifications, because we're going to do some fun stuff here in a little bit that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
We got some surprises set for y'all.
Yes.
So this is going to be, our whole point of doing this is to have fun, connect with each other, and then connect with you guys. And because I learn, I learn in this process. Every episode, we'll talk afterwards. And I'm like, man, I didn't know this and that. So this is fun for us. So, and let us know, shoot us a DM and say, hey, we want y'all to talk about this and that. Because we really want to talk about the things that are relevant. And we all learn together.
Yes, we do. So subscribe. And we'll see you guys back here. And I see you guys telling us how to promote our channel more. So thank you for that because we know we want to get the word out too. So we'll see you back here next. Wait, are we going to be here? Yeah, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
At 8 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye.
See y'all later. Peace.